What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, back with another news video. And before I get into the highlights, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. I got a little bit of a goal before 2023, and that would be to hit 150,000 subscribers. I believe we're about 1,300 away, maybe 1,200 away. I definitely think it's possible, especially if I keep uploading, and that's what I fully intend to do. I also have another video I expect to drop this week, something a little bit different than my traditional uploads. No, it's not a review, so be on the lookout for that. Now, as for some of the highlights in this video, we have a first look at the Maniere Air Jordan 12 in white. We also have a first look at the Air Jordan 4 SC Craft, some unfortunate release date changes from Jordan Brand, and of course a lot more from Jordan Brand. Also in this video, we have a lot from Nike and a handful of drops from Reebok. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. It's been a minute since I spoke about Reebok in one of these news videos. However, for this one, they actually have quite a few solid releases upcoming for November and even one in December. So first up, we're going to talk about is the Reebok Shaq Attaq LA to LA. This pair obviously has Los Angeles Lakers vibes, a team that he once played for, and they are currently scheduled to release on November 28th, which is Cyber Monday. The retail price will be $180. Also, for these upcoming Reebok releases, I'm not going in order of release date. I guess I'm going in order from the shoe I like the least to the most. However, each pair, in my opinion, is solid. We finally have a release date for the Reebok Answer 1 in black. Now, I believe the last time this pair released was in 2013, and this is an original colorway. I remember having this pair in middle school, super dope, and I do have the 2013 pair, so I probably will be passing on the new release. However, for those that don't have any of the previous drops, they will be available once again on November 18th. And the retail price will be $170. Also, earlier in the year, Reebok did drop the OG white and red pair. I believe those are still available. Actually, I think they're even on sale, but that is another dope colorway. For the first time, Reebok will release Allen Iverson's 2007 Denver Nuggets PE of the Question Mid. Now, they're calling it On to the Next, but many of us will know this is the Denver Nuggets PE, and it features a footwear white, fluid blue, and toxic yellow colorway. Now, for those that want to pick up this pair, they will drop on November 25th in full family sizing. You'll be able to grab them at Reebok.com, and the retail price will be $160. DC Comics and Reebok will collaborate, and one of the pairs will be on the Reebok Shaq Attaq, known as Man of Steel. Now, of course, this is inspired by Superman, and more than likely this is part of a larger collection. Now, this pair features an alloy, brave blue, and rich magma colorway, constructed with suede, mesh, and leather. Gray lands on the base. We have red and blue accents throughout, which of course represent Superman. There's also yellow detailing on the vector overlay, and of course the Superman logo lands on the pump and insoles. Finishing the look is Man of Steel embroidered on the heel. Now, at the time of recording this, the release date is scheduled for December 2nd. It's possible that that could change, and the retail price will be $180. Alright, so we got a lot of upcoming releases from Nike, and I'm going to go over that in this segment of the video. And the first one is the Nike Air Max 1 Burgundy Crush. Now, this is a women's release. However, this is another pair that I feel like they should have released in unisex sizing. But the pair comes with Burgundy Crush throughout. For a premium look, it features plush velvet on the base, leather on the overlays and mudguard, and then we have reptile skin on the heels. Metallic gold lands on the upper eyelets and the lace tips. And then of course we have a Burgundy Crush midsole and matching rubber outsole. So they're scheduled to release on November 25th, and the retail price will be $160. In this video, I'm going to go over a lot of dunks that are releasing. We do have release dates for these, of course. And I believe most of these have released at other retailers. However, if you missed out on that, there will be another chance. And the first pair is the Nike Dunk High Blue Chill. So the pair features a simple color blocking. We have blue on the overlays, white on the base, and then we have accents of yellow. Now, this pair is scheduled to release on November 23rd, and the retail price will be $125. They will be dropping on the Nike app, not sneakers, but Nike. Another Dunk High releasing in a somewhat classic colorway. Well, I should say a reverse of a classic colorway. This is called the Nike Dunk High Reverse Goldenrod. We saw the Nike Dunk Low Goldenrod, known as the Championship Goldenrod, debut in 2021. And for November, they're going to drop the reverse color blocking. So the pair features a University Gold, black, white, and habanero red colorway, and they're currently scheduled to release on November 23rd for $125. Also, for the release dates of these dunks I'm going over, I'm not going in order as far as release date. Now, I believe I saw these release at Feature a few days ago. Maybe it was a little bit longer than that. But coming soon, we have the Nike Dunk Low Foam Finger. This pair features a Stadium Green, White, University Red, and Old Royal colorway. This pair comes highlighted with those foam fingers that you see at sporting events all across the base. We have green suede on the overlays and royal blue on the leather swoosh. Other details includes a white midsole and a translucent rubber outsole. So this pair is currently scheduled to release on November 30th, and the retail price will be $120. Nike Sportswear's Dunk Collegiate series will continue with a few releases in this video, and the first one is the Nike Dunk Low Arizona State. This pair comes just in a University Gold, white, deep maroon, and University Gold colorway. Constructed with leather, we have maroon across the base, gold on the overlays, a white midsole, and a gold rubber outsole. This pair is currently scheduled to release on November 25th for $110. This pair will also be available on the Nike app. The second pair part of the Collegiate series releasing is the Nike Dunk Low Miami Hurricanes. This pair features a team dark green, team orange, and white colorway. It also has the simple color blocking like the Arizona State pair. Constructed with leather, we have orange across the base, green on the overlays, a white midsole, and a green rubber outsole. Scheduled to release on November 25th, the retail price is $110, and they will also be available on the Nike app. Celebrating Chinese New Year in 2023, Nike Sportswear will release a Year of the Rabbit collection. And like many suspected, one of those pairs, part of that upcoming collection, is the Dunk Low. We now have a first look at that shoe, and it features a mixture of materials, which includes making the swoosh and tongues appear as if it's rabbit fur. Next, we have a symbol on the tongue that reads rabbit in Chinese with a rabbit logo on the lateral ankle and insoles. We have metallic gold lace jewels that read 2023, accents of blue and red throughout, and then we have a white midsole and a pale yellow rubber outsole. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date for the shoe, nor do we have a retail price. However, they are expected to debut in the early part of 2023. We saw the Nike Air Max Penny 1 release in some OG colorways this year. It definitely has built the hype back up for the model, and now Nike Sportswear will release new colorways of the shoe. One of those is called Tiger Stripes, and when I shared it on Twitter, it didn't get a great response, so let me know your thoughts down below. But going over the pair, they feature a black, fast gray, and white colorway. Constructed with leather, mesh, and suede, the pair features tiger stripes on the base. We have the traditional swoosh logo in black on the panels, Penny's 1 cent logo on the heel, a white midsole, and a black rubber outsole. So no release date for this pair as of yet, but they're expected to debut spring 2023. It's possible it could be sooner, and the retail price will be $190. It seems like a lot for a penny. And from the initial response I got on this shoe, if you do like them, I'd probably wait until they go on sale. What was thought to be a sample and not releasing to the public, we now have a release date for the Nike SB Dunk Low Be True. Now back in June, we saw the first Nike SB Dunk Low Be True release. However, Nike had plans for a second pair to debut. Due to shipping issues with manufacturing, the shoe was delayed. Now, for those that don't know, the Be True series celebrates the LGBTQIA+ community, and this pair features a lot of pastels throughout. We also have Be True branding on the tongue and insoles, a smiling sun on the heel tab, a white midsole, and a light purple rubber outsole. So if this is a pair that you're interested in grabbing, November 18th is the release date, and the retail price is $115. You will be able to purchase on the Sneakers app. Release details for the Huff Nike SB Dunk Low has been unveiled, And before I get into that, I'm going to go over the shoes and then we'll get into the release details. So there's a total of 2 colorways releasing. There's also a third colorway that's a friends and family exclusive. The first pair is a tribute to NYC, which is where Keith Hufnagel was born and raised. The other pair is a nod to San Francisco, where Hufnagel moved to in 2002 and opened his first Huff store. Both pairs will have NYC and SF written on the tongue, Huff branding on the toe box, and insoles. So originally the pair dropped on October 18th via Huff. However, a release on the Sneakers app will take place on November 16th. Now this is a little bit of a different release. I remember Jordan Brand did this with the Air Jordan 9 in the past. So when you go and purchase the Huff Nike SB Dunk Low collab, you're not going to know which pair you got. It's actually going to come in a mystery bag format. So you go in, you can get the Huff NY or the Huff SF pair, but you won't know until you actually get it in hand and open it. It's pretty cool. When you open it, there's this mystery bag that you would see at somewhere like Target or Walmart, and you just pretty much rip it open and you find out right then and there. So they're going to drop on the Sneakers app on November 16th. The retail price is $130. The Oregon Ducks has had their fair share of player exclusives, and once again, they have another Air Jordan 14 PE, and man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in love with this pair. You already know I'm a huge fan of the 14, but it's highly unlikely I'll be able to get my hands on them. Now, unfortunately, they're not going to release to the public, and they're limited to 275 pairs. Each is individually numbered behind the tongue. Now, the shoes come with gray suede on the base, a lighter shade of gray leather on the overlays, and green accents. Instead of the Jumpman logo used on the Ferrari-inspired logo, we now have the Duck mascot. O is replaced with the number 23 on the heels, while Oregon and Ducks branding appears on the tongue. Each pair also comes with special packaging. Like I mentioned, these are not releasing to the public. However, I'm really tempted to move some of my shoes that I'm no longer wearing in order to grab this shoe. So if you have a pair or you know someone with access to them, don't hesitate to send me a DM. Now this has to be the biggest troll of the year from Jordan Brand. There's a little bit of backstory behind this, but this is a first look at the Air Jordan 12 Low Golf Cherry. Now everybody wants the Air Jordan 12 Cherry to return. It's that shoe and the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. Allegedly, somebody was sent this pair by accident from Nike. Now, I don't have the full background story on them, but this is a confirmed release for this year. It's possible it could get delayed, but I'll talk about that more in a moment. This pair features a white, metallic silver, and varsity red colorway, exactly like the Air Jordan 12 Cherry, but instead of mid-top, it's in low top form, and it's also a golf shoe, so we got spikes on the outsole. So at the time of recording, this pair is scheduled to release holiday 2022. It's possible that they could get pushed back to early 2023, and the retail price will be $220. We have some release date changes. The first one is the Air Jordan 6 Black Metallic, also known as Chrome. This pair was initially scheduled to debut on November 12th, which would have been a couple days ago, but now the pair will release on November 26th. The retail price will be $200. Another pair that's been delayed is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Gorge Green. Now, this pair was initially scheduled to debut on November 26th. However, the Black Metallic Air Jordan 6 will now debut on that day, and the Air Jordan 1 High OG Gorge Green will now debut on December 28th. So quite a bit of ways, well over a month, but it's probably for the best since there's a lot of releases taking place in November, and the retail price is $180. Also, there's a few other shoes that have been delayed, but we don't have a new release date for. The Air Jordan 9 Fire Red was on the list, initially scheduled to debut on November 23rd, and unfortunately, there isn't a new release date. The other pair is the Air Jordan 7 Black Olive, and we have yet to see a first look at that shoe. And the initial release date was December 17th, however, it's going to be delayed, and unfortunately, we don't have a new date for that pair. We have new images of the Air Jordan 7 Cardinal. Now, information has been around for some time now that the shoes would return. However, I don't think I actually talked about it in a video. Maybe I talked about it, but I definitely didn't show a first look. I know at that time I wasn't uploading. So for the channel, this is the first look, although I'm sure it's not to anybody else. And this will be the fourth time that this colorway releases. So we first saw the pair drop in 1992, and then a first retro took place in 2006, and then we saw the pair release again in 2011. Celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Air Jordan 7, they're going to return in 2022, and they're currently scheduled to release on December 17th. The retail price will be $210. Official images recently leaked of the SOLEFLY Air Jordan 13 collaboration. The pair features a muslin, light smoke gray, gum light brown, and Celestine blue colorway. It kind of has a UNC Tar Heels kind of vibe to it, however the shade of blue isn't exact. The pair also comes constructed with ripstop nylon, suede, and a textured liner. We have SOLEFLY's logo on the tongue and insoles, and the insoles also feature elephant print. Finishing the look is a mostly gum rubber outsole. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date nor a retail price, however this pair is expected to release in December. And when they do drop, they will be available at SOLEFLY and more than likely on the Sneakers app, but that isn't confirmed just yet. Here is another shoe that I initially talked about on the channel, however I don't think I showcased a first look, and this is the Air Jordan 11 Cherry. This is the holiday 2022 release, however it's definitely being overshadowed by the Air Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found. I recently put up a poll to see what shoes you guys were looking forward to this holiday season from Jordan Brand, and this pair got second place. However, at the time of recording, it was like 70% wanted the Lost and Found Jordan 1s, and this was like maybe a little bit over 10. Now, the good news is, although people aren't as interested in this pair right now, obviously because of the hype for the Chicago ones, or the Lost and Found ones, I should say, there's going to be more hype as we get closer to the release. And just so you know, there's going to be a lot of pairs available. I don't think you need to really worry about not getting your hands on them. Also, if you couldn't tell, the main reasoning I'm showcasing the shoes is because it shows how they look on feet. So if anybody was curious on that, I got that showcased here. And currently they are scheduled to debut on December 10th in full family sizing. The retail price will be $225. Not too many photos of the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC to Chicago has leaked. However, we now have an on-feet look, which also gives us a better look at the shoes. Now, this is a women's exclusive release. I know a lot of people are kind of upset about that. They feel they should be available in unisex sizing. And although it's early, it does appear that there's quite a bit of hype for the shoes. From these photos, we get a few better looks at the tongue. As you can see, the Wings logo is outlined in red. One thing I do wish that these images had was the outsole. Would have liked to see that. But currently scheduled to release on March 8th, and the retail price will be $160. Alright, so it looks like Jordan Brand scrapped the original Air Jordan 11 Low Cement Gray. During their meetings that happen maybe 6 to 8 months before the shoe actually releases, they talk about the shoes. Now, in the last meeting, they didn't have photos. However, they gave descriptions, and for this shoe, it was said that at their meeting that it was going to have elephant print across the mudguard. So there was a few mock-ups going around of how that shoe potentially could look like. I talked about it in my 2023 Air Jordan release dates video. However, from this first look, it looks like Jordan Brand went for the more simple route. So as you can see, it features patent leather that is done in cement gray. That same shade lands on the liner. We have white leather and mesh up top, white also on the midsole, and an icy blue translucent rubber outsole. At the time of shooting, this pair is currently scheduled to release on April 1st, and the retail price will be $190. Also, they will be available in full family sizing. Let me know your thoughts on this pair below. Do you like what's coming out, or would you rather have it something like the Photoshop with elephant print on the mudguard? This is a pair that I spoke about in the 2023 Air Jordan release dates video. It's the Air Jordan 7 White Infrared. Now, although they're nicknamed White Infrared, the actual color blocking is white, crimson, and black. And according to Jordan Brand, at their meeting, this pair is inspired by the Air Jordan 6 White Infrared. Now, the photo you're looking at, it's a mock-up. What releases more than likely will look different, but you get the point. The general look of the shoe will be inspired by the Air Jordan 6 White Infrared. Now, why am I talking about this shoe once again? Well, in the previous video, we didn't have a release date. They were expected to drop sometime in summer 2023, and that has actually changed. So we do have a date, and currently they're scheduled to debut on June 30th. It's very possible that the release could get pushed back or even forward, and the retail price is $200. Also, this pair will be available in adult and grade school sizing. Recently, images leaked of the Air Jordan SC Craft. Now, there was a Photoshop that I included in the previous video, and it's pretty spot on to what's releasing. The only difference I see is the material used, which features suede around the mudguard. Personally, I prefer leather, but it's not a bad look. Also, there's a little bit of a patch right by the collar. It's subtle, but it does give the pair a different look. Also, you're going to notice on the mudguard, you're going to see some stitching, which is also a little bit different. Now, the pair comes dressed in a Photon Dust, Pale Vanilla, Off-White, Gray Fog, Flat Pewter, and Cell colorway. Now, it's hard to tell from these images, but it looks like the wing eyelets have like a milky, translucent hue, but I'm not positive on that. Probably should wait until we get better photos. But overall, I'm actually liking the shoes. They look solid. And currently they are scheduled to release on February 11th. The retail price will be $210. I'm sure within the next couple of weeks we'll get a good detailed look at the shoes, but for now, let me know your thoughts on them down in the comment section below. We have another first look. This time it's at the Maniere Air Jordan 12 collaboration in white. So images of the black pair have been going around for some time now. We finally have a first look at the white pair, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually liking them a lot. The pair features a white, black, and burgundy crush colorway. We have white leather up top, and from these photos, it looks like we have a very soft velvet burgundy crush across the mudguard. It's possible it could be suede, however, it's not nearly as rough as the black pair. So definitely looking like a premium shoe. We also have burgundy crush across the midsole. It looks like black on the Jumpman overlay, the branding on the side. More black lands on the heel pull tab, and then metallic silver on the top two eyelets. The outsole somewhat seems like it has a translucent hue. It'll definitely be smoky, and then we have Maniere branding on the heel. Although at first look, we don't have a ton of photos, but it definitely gives us an idea, or a well idea what they're gonna look like. And I'm definitely all in for this pair, but I do have some bad news for you guys. This pair is said to be a women's exclusive, and currently it's not confirmed if this pair will actually release to the public. Now, the black and burgundy crush pair will be available to the public. They will have a retail release. However, they have been pushed back. Originally, they were scheduled to debut this month, but now they're gonna debut in 2023. I heard January, but that's not confirmed. And the retail price for that shoe is $225. So if they do drop the white pair, it should be around the same time. And on another note, the black pair will be available in extended women's sizing. So again, if the white pair does drop, more than likely that shoe will be available in women's extended sizing also. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on the white version of the Maniere Air Jordan 12 collab. As well, how does it compare to the black version? And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Also, just a heads up, my friend Sneaker Jax is still doing his Air Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found giveaway. All you got to do is sub up to his channel, leave a like on his video, and a comment with your shoe size, and then on the 18th, I believe he's doing a live stream announcing the winner. So I'll have a link to that in the description below if you want to check it out. But more on this video, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section. I'm trying to expand across more shoe brands. I got Reebok in here. Usually it's Nike and Jordan brand, sometimes Adidas. So I'm gonna make sure to keep adding in these brands. Also, if you have any suggestions or comments, make sure to drop that down below. I will be responding to everybody. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.